franktalks.com.
Relationships, sex, passion with Dr. Laurie Betito. Hear the show live weeknights 10 to 11 on CJAD 800.
Tonight on Passion, dating dilemmas. In studio, Frank Kermit, dating coach, relationship columnist for the Suburban newspaper website, franktalks.com. That's where he hangs out, if you will. Otherwise, he's here. Tonight are questions about dating. This is what we've been doing now for, quite a few years, where we focus once a month just on dating issues. Frank puts it out on Facebook. He has a lot of followers from all over the world, and, people post their questions, right? Mm-hmm. And they post their question knowing it will be asked right here.
On air.
Right now.
On air and anonymously.
Of course, that's one thing, by the way, that we always insist upon, no matter what, is that there's anonymity. That's the beauty of radio. I do this on my Trouble Tuesdays as well, and we don't need names. We don't need your name. You could be anybody you want. What we want is for you to get the advice you need, and, we're here to help, right?
Exactly.
So I'll let you ask the questions. What have you been getting? What kinds of questions have you been getting from people online?
Well, on Facebook, I received a few questions. Shall I just read them?
Yeah, actually, let me give out the numbers just in case people want to. Right. I should say people can, get in touch with us directly. You can text us 514-800, or you can call in at 514-790-0800. And now you're looking at Facebook. People can still post on your Facebook page. Where do they go?
If you find Frank Kermit, my Facebook page, I actually started a thread there, and I have it open right now. So if you post to my Facebook thread about me being on the show, just post in your question there. Okay. I'll read it, and then after that, you can delete it.
Okay, that's great. 514-800, or on Facebook, just go to Frank Kermit's Facebook page if you want to post it right there. So what's the first question?
Okay, this is from a woman, and she's asking, what's the advice you would give on telling a man he can't come back running anytime he wants, and she'll still be there waiting for him?
What do you tell him? Bye-bye is what you tell him. Bye-bye.
The best way to handle that situation when somebody says, look, I'm leaving, I might come back, I don't know, there's things I got to figure out for myself. The best thing you can do is to get on with your life.
Let that person go.
And let that person go. There is nothing really to say that, listen, I might not be here when you get back. What you're letting them know is that chances are you will be there. And that's when they start to take you for granted.
Okay.
And let's be fair here. If somebody is not ready to enter into something more serious with you, then they should set you free so that you have the freedom to find someone who does want to be more serious with you.
It's not even just about setting you free, but set yourself free. Like, don't stay in case of, it's like, oh yeah, but he's such a great person. And yeah, but doesn't want what you want. And you can't sit here hoping he'll change his mind, because if you really were that important to him and he was as committed as you, he wouldn't be leaving and coming back anytime he's so pleased. And then what happens when you start a pattern like that? So the person, I'm not really sure. Okay, let's break up. Okay, you break up, and then you take the person back. And then how are you supposed to ever trust the process if somebody keeps going back, is vacillating always from, hot, cold, hot, cold. Yes, I want you. No, I don't. Yes, I want you. No, I don't. And why should you put yourself through that?
There's another consequence that people don't consider. When you are in a pattern of an on-again, off-again relationship, those people around you who would want to get into a relationship with you, who would want to date you seriously, they're not going to.
Because?
Because they know that even if you start to date them, there's a chance you're going to go back to the ex.
Of course.
Because that's your pattern.
Right.
So why would somebody who's a great relationship candidate put themselves in a position where they're going to start dating someone who they suspect might go back to the ex as soon as the ex walks into the door?
Mm-hmm. Especially if this is exactly what they've seen.
Exactly. Good relationship candidates don't stick around waiting for someone to come back. More importantly, great relationship candidates don't seriously date anyone who's got the experience of an on-again, off-again relationship history.
Right. Move on, get through it, let the past go, then start a new relationship. But otherwise,
the best thing you can do date someone new.
Okay, let's make that our tagline.
Okay. The best thing that you can do
Are
is
you
date somebody
You're
new.
not going to sing.
Oh, come on.
Please don't sing.
If you need help with your relationships, my buddy Frank, he's got some tips. Just go to franktalks.com. His advice is better than your mom's. He knows what you're going through, Frank has been there too. So log on to franktalks.com. franktalks.com.